Hello there, everybody. This is Lady Silver Vixen coming back at you for another round, huh? Alright. Today we're going to cover the Clairs of magic. To get started, the first Clair that we are going to talk about is Clairalience, or clear smelling. And it is the alleged phenomenon where sensitive people can smell the odor of the person who is not on the earthly plane. They can sometimes smell their pipe tobacco, cigarette tobacco, food smells, different spices as though they are coming from the kitchen. Some mediums profess to smell the places where the deceased person worked, like a chemical factory, the docks. The places to be reminded of for the recipient of a message off the platform in the church or meeting place or in the development circle. The next one is Clairaudience, which is kind of self-explanatory, and for those of you who don't know, Clair means clear, so Clairaudience is clear hearing. Is receiving messages in thought form from other frequencies or other realms. It is considered a form of channeling. We actually do it all the time, especially under stress or in an emergency. When we focus or listen to what we call the little voice in our head, we are always connected to the other side. We need only focus on what is being said to realize how our immediate destiny is manifesting. Stop, look, and listen. The entities attributed to these messages are often thought as of one's soul, their spirit guides, deceased loved ones, disincarnate entities, angels or other religious icons, aliens, and sometimes dark or negative forces, and it continues on with a long list. Sometimes the messages are perceived by the scent of something kind related to the spirit. Most often it is usually a floral fragrance representing the flower of life or creation. Continuity with the other side in different frequencies. This is known as Clairsentience. Sometimes there is a pressure on top of the head of or other chakra points in the head and around the head, such as the lower base of the brain and behind the ears. One's focus is shifted to listen for thoughts, and they usually come through. Sometimes they are clear, other times muffled. There may be a pressure on top of the head, and that usually means the opening of the crown chakra. One may also experience body sensations such as tills, tangles, the hair standing on end, little tickles, or other physical sensations. Learning to listen to different entities is as much fun listening to different people who have something important to tell you. You can learn to distinguish their messages by their frequency signatures, as each soul has its own soul note or frequency signature. Have you ever stopped to wonder where some of your silly thoughts have come from during the course of your day? Some spirit guides like to be silly and send little funny messages. If you suffer from mental problems, the voices you hear are most likely a result of your illness, and a psychiatrist should be consulted, especially when the voice are threatening and putting you into that type of a fear factor. Mental illness goes to instability, susceptibility, fears, panic, anxiety attacks, in which case one should avoid psychic work at all costs. You don't want to get hurt. In the field of parapsychology, Clairgustance is being aware of tastes without putting anything physically in your mouth. To perceive the essence of a substance through taste from the spiritual or ethereal realms, the sensation of what one is tasting is often linked to a spirit on the other side. It is claimed that those who possess this ability are able to perceive the essence of a substance from the spiritual or ethereal realms through taste. Clairsentience, or psychic sensing, is pretty general. It's basically experiencing other realities or entities through the sense of touch. A tickling sensation on the body with connection to the spirit. This usually includes the face, hands, and neck. Hairs on the back of your neck standing on end when the spirit touches you. Pressure on the crown or other chakras. A sensation on the left side of the face when talking with spirit as energy enters through the left side of the body, the right brain. and exits through the right. I'm sorry. A cool breeze occasionally. Spirit scents such as floral and other fragrances. It's just a basic generalization of all the senses. And now to touch rather briefly on the one that everybody knows, which is clairvoyance. Clairvoyance is the art of seeing beyond the five senses. Clairvoyance is called the sixth sense, or ESP. It is related to the images that are always present in our minds and bring messages from other frequencies and realms. These images can be archetypes, colors, still frame, or animations. They can really be just about anything. They can remain on a few seconds or much longer. Initially, it's easiest to see them with your eyes closed. As you develop your psychic abilities, you will be able to look to higher frequencies with your eyes opened. Just a few rules to developing and trusting your increasing abilities, if you do believe that you have any of this, is heal your issues, and thus you will want to heal others. Create balance in your emotional and spiritual bodies, where your messages will be as jumbled as your thinking. Your frequency will automatically raise, and you will receive messages. Experience, test, and explore what is shown to you, and the truth about reality will be given. Your mission is feeling here. In clairvoyance, we see with what is commonly called the third eye. In the human brain, there is a gland called the pineal gland. It is located in the back area of the brain, almost in the center of the head. This gland has degenerated from its original size, comparable to a ping pong ball, to its present size, comparable to a pea, because we forgot how to use it a long time ago when our breathing patterns changed. With our reality grid raising planetary frequency, people working out their issues, developing psychic abilities becomes easier in time. This is the master plan to awaken sleeping consciousness. Some people become clairvoyant after a near-death experience, alleged alien abduction, serious illness or accident, such as a blow to the head area, or opening the Kundalini energies. Some people use chemical stimulants or psychedelics to heighten their awareness. This is something I really don't advise, because in most cases there's a lot of physical side effects that occur later on down the road. Most of them are illegal. Clairvoyance connects to the right side of the brain, the feminine, creative, and intuitive aspects. That explains the reason some people feel physical sensations in and on the left side of their body. The energy enters in through the left side of the body, and so it activates the right side of your brain. But if you do have any more questions on this subject matter, please feel free to send me a message, leave a comment, just ask me questions as they come to you, and I will be talking to you all later. So, peace and love to you all, and I will be talking to you all soon.